Namaste, Pranam, Gita Dhyana. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Gratitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitam Ritavarshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ambatva Manusandadhami Bhagavad Gite Bhavadveshinim. O Bhagavad Gita, with which Lord Narayana himself gave enlightenment to Arjuna. The ancient sage Vyasa included it in the Mahabharata. O Goddess, showerer of the nectar-like knowledge of non-dualism contained in your 18 chapters. O my affectionate mother, the destroyer of rebirth, I meditate upon thee. Krishna Vandana. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kansachanura Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Son of Vasudeva, the slayer of Kansa and Chanur, extreme delight for Mother Devaki, O Lord Krishna, the supreme teacher of the universe, my salutations to you. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, the 11th Adhyay of Vishwarupa Darshana Yoga, and Sri Krishna has most compassionately showering his mercy and grace. He has come back to his original form. Since Arjuna was so much terrified to having seen that all-devouring, all-destroying form of the Lord, he could never imagine my friend is in such a, terrible mood of wiping out the whole creation. And he had got so much upset, he was terrified, and he told Krishna, Baba, enough of it now. Please come back to that original shape, original form that I am familiar with. And Krishna also very lovingly he acceded to this request, to this pleading of Arjuna, and he removed that divine vision, that was divine sight that was given to Arjuna, that he could see that Vishwarupa, the cosmic form of the Lord. And he appeared before Arjuna in his original mild, gentle, smiling form. And this is what the Sanjay told Dhritarashtra, and Sanjay told to us that how the great Lord Vasudeva, just heeding to the request of his terrified child, of his petrified child, how he got back to that original saumya rūpa. Ityarjunam Vasudevah tatha uktava swakam rūpaṃ darshayamasa bhūyah. Iti Arjunam Vasudevah tatha ukta. Having said thus to Vasudevas, Krishna had told Vasudeva that get rid of this fear, get rid of this vimudhata, get rid of this the pitiable condition that you have put yourself in, the terrible condition that you have put yourself into. Get rid of this bewildered state of your mind, having seen my all-destructive form. Mam te vyatha mam cha vimudha bhavo. That is what Krishna had told him. That now I am appearing before you in my original form, in my normal form that you are familiar with. And Sanjay says, Iti Arjunam Vasudevaha tatha uktva. Having uttered these words to Arjuna, Vasudeva having uttered these words to Arjuna, Swakam rūpaṃ darshayamasa bhūyah. He appeared before him in that original form of his, in his normal Krishna form, which Arjuna was so familiar with. Ashvasayamasa cha bhitamenam bhutva punaha saumya vapur mahatma. That Mahatma, he got back into his saumya vapuhu, that original calm, serene form. Saumya vapuhu. Vapuhu is form. that original form. Krishna's original form is extremely serene, very mild, very saumya, gentle. Ashvasayamasa. And having come to that gentle form, gentle original form, this Mahatman, he consoled Arjuna. Now, don't worry, I am here, your friend Krishna. I am here, your guide Krishna. I am here, your teacher Krishna. Don't be afraid now. Now he is giving him that ashvasana. He is giving that confidence and he is consoling Arjuna. Having spoken thus to Arjuna, Vasudeva showed again his own form. And that great souled one, that great Mahatman, assuming his saumya rūpaṃ, saumya vapuhu, assuming that gentle form, gentle, mild, most loving, most compassionate form, he consoled that Arjuna. He consoled him who was Bhitamena, who was so terrified having seen that all destructive form of the Lord. So finally everything is normal now. That Vishwarupa is gone, having seen which Arjuna had become so terrified. Till the time Arjuna was looking at the pleasant side of the Vishwarupa, he was delighted. He was so glad at heart that my dear friend is showing me, exhibiting before me his true nature as the most lovable, as the most so beautifully adored with all those divine celestial ornaments and jewels. It was so nice to look at. That was the only thing which was pleasurable to look at. That was the only thing which was such a great delight to look at. But come the phase of destruction, and Mr. Arjun had got so much terrified. But now again his friend, philosopher, guide is back in his original form as the Vasudeva. So having seen this form, now Arjuna is so happy. Arjuna is so relieved and Arjuna is so delighted and gladdened that Arjuna says, dṛṣṭvedaṃ mānuṣaṃ rūpaṃ tava saumyaṃ Janārdana idānīmasmi saṃvṛttaḥ sacetāḥ prakṛtiṃ gataḥ. Now you see immediately the chanda, the meter has changed with this shloka. Now it is a short meter. Now it is like dṛṣṭvedaṃ mānuṣaṃ rūpaṃ tava saumyaṃ Janārdana idānīmasmi saṃvṛttaḥ sacetāḥ prakṛtiṃ gataḥ. idānīmasmi rūpaṃ, this your human form. Mānuṣaṃ rūpaṃ, this human form of yours. Tava saumyaṃ Janārdana, O Janardana, O ruler of all these human beings. O one who is adored by all these human beings. O one who is revered by all these human beings. Janārdana. That is how the Janardana word has come. One who is adored by all the human beings. Because now Krishna is back to his human form. So Arjuna is addressing to Krishna, referring to him as Janardana, one who is adored, one who is revered by all the human beings. So, dṛṣṭvedaṃ mānuṣaṃ rūpaṃ tava saumyaṃ. You are gentle, having seen this gentle, smiling, this lovable, this compassionate, mild form of yours, O Janardana, O one who is revered by all the human beings of this universe. idānīmasmi saṃvṛttaḥ sacetāḥ prakṛtiṃ gataḥ. idānīmasmi saṃvṛttaḥ. Saṃvṛttaḥ is I am so composed. Now all that anxiety, all that nervousness of my mind which has got created having seen your destructive form is all gone. Now I am saṃvṛttaḥ. idānīmasmi saṃvṛttaḥ. And now I am all composed. Now I know what I am seeing. Now I know. Now I am really in my senses. Otherwise, I was a gone case, having seen that destructive side of yours, that devouring, creation devouring side of yours. I was gone berserk. But now I am so composed. Idānīmasmi saṃvṛttaḥ sacetāḥ prakṛtiṃ gataḥ. Sacetāḥ is, I am now, my mind is so alert now. My mind is so alert, and prakṛtiṃ gataḥ. Now my mind is restored to its original functioning. Otherwise my mind had gone, I had lost my senses having seen that terrible destructive form of yours. Now Arjuna is extremely happy to get back his own dear friend Krishna, own Sakha, his his Guru and his Sarathi. Now he is extremely comfortable. He had become so much restless, having seen that form which was devouring all these warriors who are standing in front of him, who was chewing and biting and whatnot. So now, having seen the original form of his great friend, he is so comfortable. He says, now I am saṃvṛttaḥ, now I am very composed. I am sacetāḥ. Now my mind is back to its original normal functioning. And prakṛtiṃ gataḥ. Now my mind has restored to its own nature. Now I have restored myself to my own nature. Now I am not restless. Now I am not terrified. Now I am not horrified. Now I am not petrified. Now I am looking at my dear friend. So that is what Arjuna's reaction to seeing the original form that Krishna appeared before him once again now. The fish in troubled water is ill at ease. It regains its normalcy when water becomes calm. When the water is very turbulent, very shaky, the fish inside that lake, if the water on the surface is very turbulent, inside the fish also become restless. They also start jumping up and down. They don't know what is happening. They don't know what to do now. Is it the end for me also? That is what they are thinking. But when the water, that turbulent water, calms down, when that water takes its original calm nature, fish inside is also very comfortable, and then slowly they start moving around, not jumping up and down, terrified by that turbulence of the water. Even so, the Jivatman cannot remain composed when put in touch with the terrified aspect of Ishvara. When we see the terrifying aspect of Ishvara around us, naturally we lose our peace of mind, isn't it? When we see all of this violence, this destruction around us, we are not comfortable at all. Something hits our mind. Something is not right. But we don't think that whatever is happening is His will. We don't ever think about it, that whatever this destruction is happening, whatever violence is happening, is all His will. He has destined that to happen in that way. So much of destruction, so much of death, so much of calamity, so much of the unfortunate things happening around us. We get perturbed, we get terrified, we get anxious. And the moment the circumstances are normal, our comfort level, we are also back to our comfort level then, when the circumstances are normal. When the nations are at war, even an ordinary person who is not engaged in that act of war at the border fighting against the enemy, even the ordinary person is not at peace for that matter. Because the future is uncertain. What is going to happen to me? But we don't realize it is all He's doing. He also has to assume that form of creation devouring form. So whenever the things go odd, which are not so-called smooth, we get terrified. But when the things are normal, when it is quiet everywhere, we are so much at peace. That is what happens with the ordinary beings also. It happened with Arjuna, having seen that terrible form. And now Arjuna says, I don't want to see that form. And now having seen that original form, the saumya rūpa saumya vapuhu of the Lord. He is so comfortable, he is so happy because he is back to his comfort zone. So that is what this Arjuna bears evidence to this fact, that you get out of your comfort zone and you are terrified. But the moment things are normal. Now here one cue is, that is what we have to create our own comfort zones. Although there is so much turbulence around, although there is turbulence in the waters, when the fish start jumping up and down, the fish at deep below, they are not terrified. The turbulence on the surface of the water does not affect the fish who are enjoying their peace of mind, who are enjoying their calm deep down below that turbulence. For them, it is all shanti. For them, it is all quietude. So it is up to us how to create our own comfort zones. It is up to us how to maintain our composure. Now Arjuna is so much composed. He says, I am saṃvṛttaḥ now, having seen this form of yours. But just think, just imagine, had Arjuna kept himself composed when he was seeing even that destructive face of the Lord, maybe he would have seen much more. Maybe he would have seen, maybe he would have become one with that. But that was not to happen. That was not as per the script written by the Lord. So Arjuna got terrified, requested Lord Krishna, you please come back to me in your original gentle mild form, and that's what Krishna did. And now Arjuna is so very happy, so contented, he's so composed, he is back to his entire mentality is restored back to normal. His mind is restored back to normal. So that is what happens with all of us when we find, when we are in a comfortable place, we find our composure, we find our restlessness of the mind gets back to its original state of normalcy. So that is Arjuna's teaching to us, that how we should get back to our normal state, thinking about Lord as that meditating upon the gentle form of the Lord, get back to our composure and be blessed, be pleased, get back to that normal state of our mind. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. Jai Sri Ram Krishna. Jai Thakur. Jai Swamiji.